Okay, a little tutorial for my mate Kevin on how to use Inshot. Pick the video there. Okay, so we go new and then let's have some Berlin pictures there. So those are our clips and it'll put them up in the order that we've put them in. And you can see a little tick mark there at the bottom on that line. If you press on that little tiny thing, it shows you the different transitions to a basic fade or a sweep or a move in or a circle, and you've got some other ones down here. Some of them you have to pay for, some of them are free. It's quite good, this one. Then this slider here controls how long it takes to do that change. Okay, and then you press the tick. If you press the double tick on the left, it'll make all of them be that. So let's go back again. Ooh, just click it one more time and go back to that. Let's just make that the double tick, apply to all. So now all these transitions are going to be swirly whirlies. There we are. Okay, and now if you hold down on one of these clips, you will get an overview of all the clips, and then you can drag them into a different order. Again, you have to sort of hold them down first, and then you can drag them along, and then if you click on one of them again, it goes back to this view. And when you're in this view, you can magnify by spreading your fingers just at the bottom on that line, or narrowing them to bring it back again. If I want to edit something, if I want to shorten something, say this TV tower, we could shorten that a little bit. I go to the end, and now I've got to select it first because I've got the transition shape there, but select it, press it. And the ending has gone up. Okay, let's get rid of the transition for a minute. I have nothing, that's 0 there, no transition, and tick. Right, so now if I select it, there's a tab on the end there. Because when you've got a transition, the endings overlap and it's hard to find the tab sometimes where it ends. This tab I can drag and I can shorten how long this is, this clip. So I can take it to that, I can shorten it. And they tend to pop to the line, everything clicks to the line, which is kind of nice. Now suppose I want to do a picture in picture as well with this. Well, I can add music first of all, with there it says audio there. We can pick some music. So I can choose from my music. We can have that on there. We can change the volume of the music here. Or we can go, while we're still in the music menu here, we can click on the actual clips. We can extract the audio and then we can do things with the sound on that. And again, you've got a single tick or a double tick if you're going to do it to all of them. Now this clip here, so we've just come out of the music with another tick. Now we're back in the main. This clip here, if I just select it for a minute, I can now go onto the clip itself, onto the big window where I'm seeing the preview, and I can move this around wherever I want. Make it fill the screen if I like. So let's do that. So that's there. And I think that's enough of that clip. So we could just going to choose the end point, but instead of dragging the tab, this time we'll just do it with the split button there. And then it already selects the right hand part of anything that you split, and then we just press that delete dustbin and that's gone. If you want to undo it, you just press that back arrow there that's just above all the other icons to the left, just there, and it undoes it. Or you can redo it by pressing the arrow next to it, and that's redone it. And again, this one, maybe we want to zoom in a bit for this boat trip. Or maybe, just maybe, I want to change the whole format to being landscape. I generally feel, and you see, as you expand, you see there's a line, that line in the middle, so you know that clip is centered now, and when you get to the, it'll pop to fill, pop into place there, so everything pops nicely. You can press the tick, or if you wanted to align all your clips the same way, you'd press the double tick. And we've got this one, this is already aligned, you see, because I already film in 16:9 normally. Now let's just go back to one of the other clips by holding down on there. So we're selecting the clips. This one now, we can probably zoom this one a bit. Oh, let's select it there, and then we'll just zoom out a bit. Yeah, that's the 16:9 clip. So there we are. You know it's centered. It's got the lines there. Oh, that one was filmed in a slightly different format. Now we've got the TV tower, which is going to look different. So what can we do with the TV tower to make it more exciting? Well, I think we can move it over there. See, it snaps to the end. And then we can go to picture in picture. We can find it again. There it is. And let's expand it till it fills. Let's move it over like that. Actually, and let's take it back to be level with the original one. So we just, as we drag it to the left, everything starts to slide along like that. We can shrink it, of course, pinching your fingers, and now you can slide it along and it will snap. See, it snaps into place there. Now, suppose I want to align the back end of that with the original clip. Again, it will snap. Bang, it snaps when it gets to there. And maybe I want to fill it with those. So we'll go to here, and we've got duplicate and we've got copy. Duplicate will make it go in a row, so it will be more than one, following again and again and again, copy. But copy will copy it above, like that. So it's literally another one there, see? Another one's appeared. And then we can make another copy. There's other things you can do. You can run things backwards. There we are, it's all snapped into position. So now we've got 4 TV towers instead of 1. You can just tap on them to select them one by one. I don't want any black spaces. But say I did have a black space, well, I can always change the background color with this canvas here. That selects the size. But background color is selected. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, there it is. See, background. We can select what color, and we can even choose a color from the actual that dropper there. We can choose a color from the picture itself to fill the background with, or we can just use a blurred version to fill the background with, like you often see on videos. But we're not going to do any of that. Let's just press the back button at the bottom of the screen there to come out of that. Let's have a look at what we've done so far. Actually, I don't think I want a spiral for that. Oh, I want that to fill the screen as well. So let's have a different transition for the man. We'll do yeah, that's quite good for the oh no, we don't want any transition then for the tower. Let's just do a fade. Okay, it's a bit weird because I've got those picture in pictures as well. Oh, and I did get that fuzzy thing, didn't I? I did get that fuzzy background. You see it during the transition there. That's okay. So let's say we want this to make a noise. We can go into the sound menu here, audio, and we can go effects, and we can make a popping noise or something, or do that. That sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? You can move it along. You can edit it. I mean, you can take that warning. You can edit that even. You could split that into bits. Make them closer together. And they will snap into place. And I select the clip there so that it's got the outline around it. Now I can stretch it. We could have it there like that. And then when it changes to green, and what I want to do is just make this clip have the green man in the middle, and this clip have the red man in the middle. That's where it will have to go, and then that one with the red man there. And then what I want to do is make this a transition, an upward transition. No, not that one. I want it to move upward. There we are. How cool is that? And we'll just adjust the position because obviously I moved the camera while I was doing it. We'll just adjust that bit. We've got the TV tower. I think that's enough for that clip. So let's go back to the picture-in-picture and let's split all of those. Delete all those as well. And the music needs to start at the beginning of that clip. So we'll start the music at the beginning of that clip by just holding down and then dragging it back. Hold down, drag it back. Hold down, drag it back. Oh, it's taking forever. Let's just shrink down a bit. That will zoom out a bit. All the way to there. We've got those geometries. And then we've got some boat. And we've got, I don't know where that is. Is that driving through France or something? I don't know what this filming is. So let's have a look at the whole thing. Oh, now I can just take the sound that I've added, and we can click on it like this. I've cut it down to be the same size as the video now, and we can press edit. And we can fade it out there, and we can make the fade out be about 3 seconds. So let's look at the whole thing now. We can also turn the volume down on the clip by just clicking it there or in the sound menu. We can also fade out the clip, of course. For that we go to animation here. We go out, and all different ways of going out. I'm just going to go for basic fade, and again you can choose how long it is there. That will fade nicely now. And we can add subtitles on it with this text here, and press text and put thanks for watching. Again, that little moving dot you can see there, that gives you your animations. You can go out like that, make that take a bit longer, and then for the out we can have another one. We can just make it vanish like that, pop away with that one. That's what I normally do. We can change the typeface there, we can change the color of the text, we can give it an outline, give it a shadow. And that's how that will end. So where you click audio and click music, and they've got lots of different audio that you're allowed to use there. Or you go My Music and it will find the music on your own phone, and then you've got the sound effects as well. You can also record a voiceover here in the music menu. Just record, and then you press that like that. And obviously now I can say, well, that's all a bit too long, isn't it? So we can just, we've done our audio, we can just pull that back now. I think I've lost my subtitle, my thanks for watching. Yeah, sometimes you can lose that off the end, but no fear. Just go undo, and it all comes back. Okay, now let's go and find it. There it is in the text menu. We'll just grab that and we'll bring it back a bit. Okay, and now we'll reduce it all. And then we'll just take the volume down on this to nothing, or next to nothing. We'll take it right down to like just 5. See if we can still hear the voice. Or travelling on a train. Oh, it's not very loud, is it? So again, go back to this menu. We're going to take that volume of that music right down, and we're going to take the volume of me up. Sculptures. You can add sound effects even. Here we are. Here we are in Germany. Here we are. Here we are in Germany. 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 But obviously we're not going to do that. We're just going to have it like this. Here we are in Germany. Go. And we're at the TV tower. That sound effect again. Change the volume of it all. Where is it? So we change the volume of that sound effect that we put in there. So you can see, you can tweak everything. And then let's say that last clip, we just wanted it to look a bit warmer. We can click on it and we can go to filter. And we've got filters that we can use to change how it looks, or we can just adjust all the different brightnesses and everything ourselves. Or you can do AI effects, cut things out, cutouts. Obviously it's not found a human being in there, it puts an outline around you if it finds you. Oh yeah, what have we done there? Okay. Let's bring it back into line with the others. Tottenham Court Road, we've got... Yeah, it's not quite right, is it? Meanwhile, in Tottenham Court Road, we've got this beautiful 3D huge space full of sculptures. And then it's home to the boat, sailing on the Grand Union Canal, or travelling on a train through Dungeness, past the power station. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll just move that text back into where it should be, down towards the end there. We can export it at 1080, 2K, 4K. I go for 720, it's quicker to put them up on YouTube then. Now we can have a look at it. Here we are in Germany. Go. And we're at the TV tower. Meanwhile, in Tottenham Court Road, we've got this beautiful 3D huge space full of sculptures. And then it's home to the boat, sailing on the Grand Union Canal, or travelling on a train through Dungeness, past the power station. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And that's how it's done.